Hi guys, I think I'm on. Hi, this is my week 1 homework. Sorry it's so late. I literally recorded about 4 videos and I had to do them on my phone and I could not figure out. I uploaded them to my computer and then they got stuck in Zune and Zune will not let me get them out. I don't know. Don't ever get a Microsoft phone, whatever you do, because Zune will consume all of your files and you can't get them out of there. So anyways, I'm finally in progress with this, and I know this is supposed to be less than 8 minutes, and my other ones were like 10 minutes, so let me get to the point. What has gotten you to this point? Be specific. Basically what's gotten me to this point that I'm at, which is just an Emerald Coach, and I know not just an Emerald Coach, but my goal was to be a Diamond by the end of last year. I know, Amy, when you and I had our first video conference, that was the goal that I had set for myself, and I didn't meet it. And I basically, my habits and mindset are, basically negativity. I don't want to blame rejections on it, but it's more of the way I reacted to the rejections. I took it more personally and I let it affect me more. And I did what I've done in the past when I've tried to do this type of business before. I let that stop me. Basically it just kind of dwindles my motivation, and I'm like, oh well, if these people rejected me, then so is everybody else. And then I kind of lose motivation, to be quite honest with you. And then, you know, I don't do what I'm supposed to do. I'm not being consistent. I mean, so that's really where it's kind of led me. I just kind of let it get the best of me, and I really need to stop doing that. I need to stop taking things personally and just realize that rejection is part of the process, and that, you know, I need to just change my mindset. It's really just a negative mindset, and that's something I've been trying to work on in my life, is just correcting I mean, it's not just this. I mean, it's a lot of aspects of my life. So it's just something I'm trying to work on all around. What has prevented me from growing and advancing? My mindset, my negativity, the fact that, I mean, I tell myself, like, I don't tell myself, oh, well, I might fail. I tell myself, well, you're gonna fail. So, and that has a lot to do with, you know, my daily activities and the things that I participate in, and how I fill my time. I mean, I don't know how to explain this, and I apologize. A lot of it is like, since I feel like I'm gonna fail, or I tell myself that I'm gonna fail, and I'm not telling myself that anymore, just so you know. Like, I'll stop doing things, because it's like, why do them if I have the mindset that I'm gonna fail, you know? And part of the fear that I have of failing has a lot to do with my self-esteem, honestly. And that's embarrassing. Not embarrassing, but that's like, I don't like to admit that. It's not comfortable for me to admit, but a lot of my self-esteem is, well, are people gonna relate to me? Are they gonna wanna listen to my story? Are they gonna wanna, you know, watch my video? Are they gonna relate to me and care about me as a person and wanna have that relationship with me? And a lot of my fears, like, you know, maybe they won't, you know? And I don't know, that's like a big thing for me, and I don't know. So that's been a hard time on social media. Now, that's just on social media. If you're sitting in front of me, I'll tell you my whole life story. And that's actually how I meet a lot of my contacts, is through one-on-one interaction. But when it comes to social media, for some reason, it's trying to connect with people that I can't see, or, I mean, I know you can see their pictures, but I don't know, that's like a big thing for me. I think a lot of that has held me back too, is just that my self-esteem, I think, has a lot to do with that. Honestly, why I haven't been growing and advancing, and that's, you know, part of the whole negativity mindset. And that just kind of like rolls all into one, you know. Other negative things that have kept me from growing have been inconsistency. I've been really inconsistent. Not as of lately, I've been more consistent. I actually have been getting likes, and I have been actually getting more feedback since I have been being consistent these last several weeks. Prior to that, I mean, I would overthink a lot of things, and I would tend to not post stuff. So therefore, I mean, it wasn't consistent. I wasn't posting anything. I wasn't making contacts. I wasn't talking to people in the community. I was talking to people. I'm a blabbermouth when I'm with you in person, but I wasn't really kind of putting myself out there in that position to say, hey, let's exchange numbers, or, hey, you got a Facebook, let's keep in contact. So, inconsistency has definitely been a big part of why I'm not where I want to be at. One of my biggest struggles in the business, I would have to say that has a lot to do with being relatable. I don't know a lot of people, so for me, my business is a lot of it I'm trying to do on social media, trying to get out and meet people. I know it should be easy, and for a lot of people it probably is, but for me it's something I have a hard time with. Like, even if I have, like, for instance, today I took my daughter to the doctor and had a great conversation with her girl, and she ended up kicking me out because there's other people waiting, but I would not shut up talking to her, and I was going to ask her for her information, but when it came down to the last second of it, I got scared and I hesitated. So that's kind of something that I have to work on, is just really, like, putting myself out there to people, and just being comfortable with it. And even with the online thing, just being relatable, and just knowing that, if I'm real, if I'm myself and I share my story, and I put my brand out there, that people are going to relate to me, and people are going to want to work with me, and they are going to want me to be their coach. So that's just something I have to work on within myself, and personal development is really helping a lot with that. I think the more I do of that, the better I'm getting at it, because I'm, learning to change my mindset and getting into the motions of doing everything every day. So anyways, before I keep blabbing, because I'm running out of time, what would I like to get out of Diamond Mine? I would love nothing more than to be a diamond by the end of this Diamond Mine, obviously, since that's why I did decide to commit to the training. But if nothing else, what I will get out of this is the consistency and the accountability, and just the fact that I have to be accountable now, that I have to report, to my teammates and to you, Amy, and Kevin. That keeps me, I have to make sure I do my stuff, and so, just getting into that routine and making it part of my daily habit is, what I'm going to get out of this. And just being consistent, it's just really going to help build that, what they say, 21 days to make it a habit or whatever. So yeah, and this is 30 days. So that's what I'm going to get out of this, is just being consistent and making it a habit, and it's going to be my routine. It's my business, that's what it's going to be. What would I like for myself as a coach? What wouldn't I like for myself as a coach? Honestly, I want to be able to provide for my family. I don't want to live in this 2-bedroom apartment for the rest of my life. That's not living, wishing I could go out and buy an ice cream, I don't want to say an ice cream. No. That's bad. No, shame on me. I did not mean ice cream. I was just giving an example, but the point is just not have to worry about, nickel and diming everything. I want to travel, I want to see the world. I have places I want to go. I have things I want to do. I have toys I want to own. There's things I want to do with my kids. There's things I want my kids to experience, growing up, things that I got to experience. Even though my mom was a single mother, she worked really hard. And here I am blabbing on. Let me get to the point. Anyways, what I want out of this is basically, I want to be successful. I want to be a leader. And I want to make my dreams. I just want to have everything. Like, I don't want to have to worry. And eventually one day I want to be able to sit back and say, I helped change people's lives. And on top of that, I'm living comfortably now. So that's really what I get out of it. And then, what I need to get to Diamond specifically, I'm going to have to type that into my homework. I think I need 4 people and my right and my left leg to be Emerald, I think, if I understood correctly, but I'll have to go back and double check on that. But anyways, I know you said 8 minutes, so I'll quit blabbing. Bye, guys.